Learn why you eat. The core principle in this module is to eat to nurture your body. That sounds simple, doesn't it? Yet so often we overlook many aspects of this. Often we don't even eat just from ourselves, as we let external pressures and other people make us eat to suit their needs and not our own. There are many reasons why people eat aside from hunger, including physiological issues like hormonal changes, environmental issues like boredom and a lack of time, social and cultural influences like established meal times, and emotional issues like low mood or stress. Then there's also eating for other people. Some people eat to make other people happy, consciously or subconsciously. Some people eat to save waste or be polite. Many people have been brought up to clean their plates. Indeed, plenty of parents still teach their children this today. We believe clean plate syndrome is a huge cause of overweight and one we really need to challenge. Most people eat for reasons other than hunger from time to time, some of us every day. Of course, we're all used to eating for convention. Historically, it was common for people to have a large breakfast to fuel them for the day's work, a smaller lunch to sustain them, and then a larger dinner to replenish their energy after a day's work. The tradition of eating 3 meals a day is rooted in history, but set meal times may not be appropriate for your body in your particular circumstances at any given time. Delving into our own true reasons for eating will help us understand ourselves better and stop eating for reasons other than true physical hunger. We're going to take a look at the reasons why people eat and the reasons why you eat personally. You'll explore your reasons for eating. This can be a real eye-opener, so get ready to challenge your thinking and get stuck in. Eating for convention. Meal times are not necessarily designed for your body in your circumstances right here, right now. Indeed, meal times can vary greatly among different cultures and societies. Traditional meal times, such as 3 meals a day, are often based on cultural and societal norms rather than what's best for the human body. Recent research suggests that the human body may not be well adapted to this typical pattern of 3 meals a day. Some people prefer to have smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day, also known as grazing, while others may prefer to have fewer, larger meals. It's important to listen to your body's hunger and fullness signals and eat when you're hungry, eating to save waste. Some people may eat everything on their plate in order to avoid wasting food. Of course, food waste is a global problem, but it's not necessarily your responsibility to solve that. There are various ways to reduce food waste, like meal planning, composting, and supporting food recovery programs. But with all the good intentions in the world, eating everything on your plate does not reduce food waste at all. It just helps you put on weight. If you find yourself cleaning your plate simply to stop food waste or save the planet, it's time to reconsider and think about the other ways you can achieve that objective. There are many more effective ways, such as better meal planning and grocery shopping, advocating for recycling and reuse, donating or volunteering at food banks and charities, and so on. But sadly, eating to save waste simply doesn't help anyone. Eating to clean our plates. Cleaning our plates is another thing that many of us do that simply doesn't serve us. Eating everything up is something that many of us were taught to do as children. While the adults teaching the kids this may have had good intentions, like ensuring children had eaten enough food, cleaning our plates is harmful for several reasons. It can lead to overeating. When we're told to finish everything on our plates, we can eat beyond the point of fullness, which can lead to weight gain and other health problems. It can lead to a distorted relationship with food. Being told to finish everything on the plate can make us feel guilty or ashamed if we can't finish our food, and this can lead to a distorted relationship with food and can contribute to disordered eating patterns. Ignoring our hunger and fullness signals can make it harder for us to know when we're full and stop eating. It can lead to lots of unhealthy habits as we feel pressure to eat things that we simply don't want to eat. We might be eating food that isn't nutritious and ultimately that's harmful to us, either physically or psychologically. It's hard to provide an exact number of people who clean their plates or were told to do this as children, but it's something we see a lot of. If cleaning your plate is something that you do because you've been taught to do it as a child, it is possible to end this de facto mode of eating and switch to eating the right amount of food for your body. So if you're someone who usually cleans your plate, you may benefit from some time time journaling on this topic. Complete the journaling exercise later in this module as a way to start to undo some of the brainwashing and rewire your belief. Eating to change emotions. There are many reasons why people eat aside from hunger. Some of these emotional reasons include stress. Eating can be a way to cope with stress or anxiety. You may turn to food as a way to distract yourself from difficult emotions or situations. Eating food during stress can simply have the benefit that it distracts us from whatever we're doing or thinking about that is stressful. In this way, people use food as a distraction. Of course, food can act as a distraction for a while, but it doesn't help us to reduce the cause of the stress or anxiety, so it doesn't help in the long run. Low mood. We all feel sad from time to time, and eating food, and some foods specifically, can help us to feel less sad. Certain foods can actually lift our mood, albeit temporarily. Foods like chocolate can help us to achieve a small lift in mood, so we may be drawn to certain foods when we're feeling low. Of course, we know that no food can change our mood permanently, and often the foods we may turn to may have the opposite effect. Boredom. Eating can be a way to fill idle time or alleviate boredom, and we may turn to food to pass time or provide a sense of pleasure or satisfaction. We all found ourselves opening a cupboard or the fridge only to wonder what drove us there. While food is absolutely a distraction for a short time and can be very pleasurable, we need to find other ways to alleviate boredom if we're not hungry. Most people eat for emotional reasons from time to time, some of us every day. There are many emotional reasons why we eat, and it's important to understand an individual may eat for different reasons at different times. Learning to eat mindfully, though, can stop us from eating at times other than when we're experiencing true hunger. First, though, we need to understand our emotions if we're able to spot when we're eating to change our emotions. Eating for other people. Eating for other people seems like a silly thing to do. Why would you want to eat for other people or eat to impress other people? Why would you not just want to eat for yourself? Eating what other people might want you to eat or adapting your food choices because you think it might make other people happy is a crazy thing to do, but it's something that lots of us do all of the time without really thinking about it. Mostly we do it without realizing. Here are some ways you might have been eating for other people as opposed to just for yourself. Eating bigger portions that you need because somebody else has a bigger portion, even if you don't need a bigger portion, but you don't want to feel left out. Eating it all up to please someone who cooked for you, preparing and eating food that your partner likes, preparing and eating food that your kids like, eating when other people are hungry but you're not, eating snacks you bought for other people, protective eating, which is eating to make sure you get your share of food so you don't miss out on it. Maybe somebody else eats really fast. Eating because you spend a lot of time around food, cooking for others, eating treats other people have bought you, and eating because other people are eating. For example, if someone brings cakes into the office. A word on parenting. Parents may feel pressure to feed their children more than they want in order to ensure that they're getting enough to eat or prevent them from being picky eaters. Furthermore, parents may feel that they ought to set an example by eating everything on their plate to encourage their children to do the same. Additionally, of course, parents often eat up leftovers on behalf of their children or eat at the same time as children want to eat, regardless of whether this is the right time for them to eat themselves. Eating to please other people is normal and widespread, and most of us do it in one way or another. It's part of our relationships, our culture, and our society. But unless we recognize when we're doing it, we can't change it. Changing it and taking control so that we only eat when we need for our bodies is easy once we know how. Doing away with convention. While we're all indoctrinated to believe we need 3 meals a day, doing away with, or at the very least, paying less attention to convention can really help us in a weight loss journey. Eating more smaller meals throughout the day, known as grazing, as opposed to 3 larger meals, may have several benefits. Smaller, more frequent meals can stabilize blood sugar levels and prevent spikes and crashes, and can be beneficial for everyone, but especially people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. It can also help to spread out nutrient intake throughout the day and provide a steady supply of energy, which can help you to improve your overall health, energy levels, and reduce feelings of fatigue. It can help reduce the workload on the digestive system, leading to improved digestion and less bloating. So the next time you find yourself eating because it's mealtime, ask yourself who you're really eating for.